Oh, hey. Okay, so obviously before we just get down to the product breakdown of this product, break down the product, um, before we lay down the breakdown of the lay down of the product, before we get down to it, obviously there is some tea to spill about this brand per se, some Juvia's Place. I don't know if y'all been following or keeping up with this, but let me just quickly just go through the spill of the tea. So their affiliates, Juvia's Place, they have some affiliates, has some, big homegirls talking about them on the YouTube, and Nikki Tutorials, I would say, Kathleen Lights, Coffee Break with Danny, they're all talking about this palette. Now, what people have a problem with or why it's so controversial, I mean, I love all of them. I love Kathleen Lights. I love Nikki Tutorials. I love Coffee Break with Danny. And I love that they're talking about this palette, and I love that they got me into it. However, some people have a problem with them talking about it because if you go back to the history of this brand, it is meant for, I wouldn't even go far as like black because people are, I've seen videos where they're just like, no, this is a black brand, this is a black brand. I wouldn't even go far as that. I would just say, like, well, obviously it's a black owned company, but I wouldn't say it's for black women. I wouldn't say it's for black skin tones. Let's just go for medium to dark skin tones. And since the formulation, and I will show you, the formulation truly made for these types of skin tones, for medium to dark skin tones. But obviously, as the people I've mentioned, any of the people I've mentioned, these big names, the people who are talking about this brand and, are making this brand money, they are nowhere near to be, I wouldn't even consider them to be medium. I wouldn't even consider, they're far from dark, but that's just what people have a problem with. Personally, I know that, this formula would work out for me anyways, since I do have this medium complected skin tone. And yes, people are texting me right now and it's really rude. But yeah, so I don't have a problem with it, but that's just the controversy around this palette. Now let's get down to the palette itself. Well, it's not really the palette, I'm more talking about the brand. Now let's just get down to the palette. Now, I'm stupid when I swatch things, but I literally try to swatch it all. But let's just try to re-swatch them real quick. So here's the first four colors. Here's the first four colors. Yes. And then I'm just gonna dip this. Oh, guys. Yes. Like, I mean, I already swatched all of them. Do I really have to? Oh, I already swatched them. Do I really have to like go through every single color to show you that these are like pigmented? Like, up the butthole, they're super pigmented. Super pigmented. They're all over my hands. And every color was a full swatch. I'm sorry I couldn't give you guys a full swatch, like, to show you, but because, like, I don't know that your wrist moves, but let me tell you, these are pigmented. Pigmented. When you lay down, a color, it's just, like, make sure your color placement is on point, because if you're trying to blend it out to the max and like just try to have like a of color, like that's not gonna work out with this palette. This palette and this brand what the fuck? It's shit. It's chock full of fucking color. It's chock full of fucking color. That's just all I'm trying to fucking tell you. Ugh, shit. The reason why I spilled the tea on the controversy of the palette is just so I can inform people who don't really know about it. But, if that doesn't affect you, if like, obviously, if the morals of their marketing efforts go, like if that doesn't affect you and truly you think that you would identify with this pigmentation, and the fact of the matter is it has amazing pigmentation, especially if you have medium to darker complected skin tones. But if you were light, if you were pale, who gives a fuck? If that doesn't affect you by any means, I would say buy it. But I'm not going to encourage nobody to get it. Of course, I will keep buying it myself because I feel like everyone is just open to change. I feel like this brand, since it's younger, since it's newer, they're just trying to find ways to make their money. And I definitely don't feel like it's coming from like any wrong place. I just feel like they're trying to make their point. If that doesn't affect you at all, get it. If it does affect you and you're kind of offended by their ethics and their morals, marketing wise, if you're offended by that, don't fucking get it. Don't even watch this video. Why? Why are you even learning about this product if you don't like it? Yes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. That's just kind of it. That's just where we're ending off. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you love me, please subscribe to my channel. And yes,